What's going on, guys? These are here, and welcome to the first episode in a brand new series that I'm going to bring you guys. Now, this series is brought to you by Refresh, which I'll get into a little bit here soon. But basically, what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you what I did starting up on a brand new server. Now, like I said, this server is brought to you by the people at Refresh. Refresh is a kind of company that a couple of Twitch streamers put together, and basically it's a fantastic community of gamers and streamers who all come together in a Discord server, and they all hang out with each other and promote each other, and it's just an absolutely wonderful place. There's so many positive vibes and so much support with everyone. I've joined it, and luckily they've let me onto their Minecraft server, and I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm doing on there through this YouTube series. Now, I played a little bit last night, but I recorded it, and I'm going to tell you guys about it and show you just a couple of clips because I really didn't want you guys to miss this opening stuff. But because it was opening stuff, I didn't really do anything super fancy or super groundbreaking, so I figured it would be okay if we just did a little voiceover. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this for you guys. Let's show what we're doing. So the first thing I did is I went ahead and loaded myself right on into the server, and it was nighttime, which was just absolutely wonderful. Did make an achievement though right away, because apparently you start out with some leather armor and some other tools that are up in my inventory. I totally didn't realize that, so I also had to go fix some stuff for the streaming, so I paused here a little bit, but I'm looking around and instantly see this giant tower. I figured that was probably a good place to head. Some people over there probably have already set some stuff up, so I start running off that way. That's when it hits me. Oh, yeah, it's nighttime. And the skeletons start shooting at me when I'm about to take a screenshot of this big tower. And basically, it wasn't good, but eventually we made it over there. So after making it over there to all those lights and hiding in a house until daytime arrived, we survived our first night, and that's when I noticed that there was a really fancy new, I guess, vanilla tweak that they probably had on this world, where whenever you chop down a tree, it will actually kind of fall. Not like entirely, it doesn't chop down the whole tree, so it's not super overpowered, but whenever you break the bottom block, the rest of it just kind of falls down, and then you don't have to like climb all the way up a tree, which is kind of nice. So after doing this once, I instantly went to another tree to try to see if it worked again, and it totally did, and then I freaked out and geeked out just a tiny bit. And then I went and I wanted to find a boat because I actually had a plan in mind for what I want to do for the base. And my goal number one was to find a ocean monument, because not today, but sometime in this series, I guess, we are going to be building an ocean monument guardian farm. And that's going to be pretty awesome. I built one on Bedrock Edition, but obviously the Bedrock Edition farms are much different than the Guardian farms that are on Java Edition. So I wanted to build one here, just because I know they're a little bit harder in a way, but also a little bit easier in a way, just due to different areas and stuff like that. Plus, Guardian farms are just one of the most insane XP farms that you can possibly have, and that is something I definitely want right off the bat as fast as we possibly can get it. So I went ahead and made a wooden spoon, and then started to make a boat, and realized, oh, that's only in Bedrock, or maybe they even took that out of Bedrock, and then you don't have to do that anymore. But now I have a wooden spoon that I don't need anymore, and we were off to see if we can find a Guardian farm. Now, we must be pretty lucky here, because without really searching for that long, just off the coast of one of the spawn areas, I managed to actually find a Guardian Temple. And I was sitting here, and as I was approaching it, I was kind of like, someone has to have claimed it, right? I was also a little bit cautious to get near it, because I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to risk getting the mining fatigue, but I figured I have to find out if someone has claimed this already, and if not, I have to claim it for myself, just so people know that this is where I'm setting up my base. So I bravely approached the farm here. Took me a little bit to figure out how to get out of a boat on Java Edition, slapped down a piece of dirt, realized I need more, placed down a piece of wood, quickly crafted a sign real quick, although I don't know if quickly is the right word for it. It did take me a little bit longer, but without too much work, we did manage to slap down a little sign letting people know that this was our Guardian monument, or ocean monument, I guess I should say. And this right here is going to be the location of our big mega base, but that's just going to be in the future project. I still need a little bit of things that we need to work on, like, I don't know, getting out of this leather armor and getting a better sword than a stone sword. So I started heading over to a different item. I went ahead and picked up some sugarcane along the way because that's going to be very useful. And then I started to mosey on down to a dark oak forest that I saw peeping out over the hill of a beach, or possibly maybe even a desert biome. So after making our way down to the dark oak forest, I actually got myself set up in a little cave system just by kind of blocking off the walls and adding some doors there. And then I went ahead, threw down a chest, and kind of just got my inventory empty, because if we died now, I did not want to lose all the stuff that we had accumulated along the way. And at this point I was kind of considering, what do we do next? But I thought the best plan of action at this point would probably be to go out exploring, see if we can find anything near ourselves. Because one of the biggest things that I want to do with this world is create an iron farm. More specifically, I want to create Nimbomb's iron farm. If you aren't aware, Nimbomb is another YouTuber. He made its absolutely fantastic iron farm. It's the one that most of the hermits on the Hermitcraft server use. I believe it is the one that Mumbo Jumbo has for himself on the Hermitcraft server, and it's just absolutely insane. It is ridiculous compared to anything that you can get on Bedrock, which is what I am used to playing Minecraft on. So I decided to go out and see if we could get lucky yet again and possibly find a village near our temporary base. Now, unfortunately, I was unable to find a village, but I did find a couple of other pretty important things. Gathered some sugarcane. I also found a pretty awesome ravine, and I did get a little bit distracted and went and I mined up a couple of iron, but hey, we just started this world, so we'll take as much iron as we can possibly get. And by the end of it, we actually managed to get about a stack of iron, as well as some iron tools and a full set of iron armor, which is pretty awesome if I do say so myself. So after that, I kind of decided that I got a hankering for mining, and I really wanted to go real mining. So I made my way back home, dug a little mine shaft, and quickly found a couple of caves and luckily an abandoned mine shaft. So we went mining around down there, and we weren't mining for all too long when we actually managed to come across a couple diamonds. Our great luck continues though, as not too long after we managed to find a little bit more diamonds, and then even after that, after exploring the mineshaft a little bit further, we managed to find a spawner. Now we quickly rushed towards it and realized it's a zombie spawner, not skeleton, which is a little bit unfortunate because a really good source of arrows would be really nice right now, not to mention the bones we would get from it. But we did get some melon seeds and a name tag from the chest here, so you can't really complain all that too much. We also have a saddle. I didn't take the horse armor just because it's kind of useless, but after looting the chest quickly, I went ahead and hopped on top of the spawner and jotted down the coordinates, so we do know where this is if we ever need to come back to it, which is all good and dandy. After returning home, we put all of our newfound goodies into our chest here, and then I quickly decided to sort it just a little bit so you can kind of get a better idea of what we got. And here it is, all the wonderful supplies that we have here. Looks like we've gotten a good amount of coal, roughly half a stack of coal blocks to say safely, probably about 3, maybe 4 stacks of iron, a couple of redstone blocks, lapis, gold, bit of diamonds, which can't really complain about. We're super happy about it. And well, let me show you where I'm at right now. Alrighty guys, welcome back, and here is where we are at currently right now. This is my face really close up. Now you may notice it looks a little bit different than what we saw last time. That is because, one, I have got a new texture pack on. So if I come in here to options, resource packs, I'm using the pure BD Craft by 128 pixels just because that's just the best one for my PC to handle. I don't quite know if I'm going to stick with this, but that's what I've got on right now. And I might change it just because look how good diorite looks in this pack. Oh my god, look at this, look at it. It looks like such a good, like, marbly color, but I know, okay, listen to me, I know it's ugly, but I'm gonna be so tempted, because if it looks like this, how could you not use that? That looks so beautiful. And just other people are going to see my builds and be like, dude, this guy does not know what he's doing. But dude, trust me, it looks good to put on my texture pack. But anyways, this is what we've got kind of going on. You can see we've kind of been to the nether already. I did take a peek through here. I will show you guys what's through this portal just real quick. I've got a bunch of iron gear right now, so I'm not that, brave enough to go in the nether. But we spawned kind of up here, which is like a little bit scary. It's not preferred or anything like that. But it's okay. We'll take it. At least we're near the workforce, we can get a lot of blue really quickly, which with the Guardian base is always good because we're going to be building with that blue. I got my cartography table here so we can get a map, but then I went ahead and installed a map mod, which is right here. So we don't really need a map, and we've got our temp base waypoint here, but this is what we have in the means of resources. A little over half a stack of coal blocks, almost a full stack of redstone blocks, just a few diamonds so far, a sweeping edge 2 book, which we got from that dungeon, and a little over we got about 3.5 stacks of iron, plus all the iron tools we have on us. And then we also have this little diamond pickaxe here, which is going to be super useful in the long run. But that is pretty much all we got, to be honest with you. So I'll catch you in the next episode where we actually start doing some of our real plans for the server, and we don't just do a bunch of intro stuff and I don't just kind of tell you what I've collected resource wise. Hopefully after this next episode we'll be able to get into our actual real temporary base, like our real base, other than the Guardian farm. I think the Guardian farm is probably going to be about episode 4, maybe 5. Yeah. So this is just kind of a temporary base, and hopefully we'll be able to fix this up in the next episode. But that's all I got for you guys today. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing. Also, go to me on Twitch. You can see me play a bunch of other games. Same name, Dster1111. Drop a follow. That would really help me out a lot. I stream there pretty occasionally. And also, if you are interested, try to join Refresh. I'll see if I can leave a link to their Discord in our little in the outro here in the little credits, and that's just awesome. You'll see a bunch of other gamers there, and even if you're not a streamer yourself, you can go support them and watch them and help them out as best you can. Or if you are a streamer, you can go there and you can get support by us, and that'd just be absolutely lovely. But that's all I got for you guys. So until next time, peace.